cracks on the structural frame, that means on the columns, the footings, the beams, and the slab.
On the ground.
Especially on the ground, because it is where the location of the largest shear forces that occurs in the ground floor. So if you see anything on the ground floor, like if you go to the ground floor, you see these columns with large crack, that is something to be alarmed. But for now, if you go to that building, you will not find any. There are bago, pero just a hairline crack on the walls only. There's nothing on the main members. But these walls are non-structural in nature.
That crack is not
Of course, kung may movement. Yeah. Bisa kung sa whether building, balay, or anything, even our roads, kita ka sa roads, that's on ground. There's always movement because there is traffic. That means that's also vibration. That's why you can see on the road, there are also hairline cracks. But it did not mean that the roads failed. Yes, that's what you call traffic-induced vibration. Yes. Yes. Anyway, the owner, supportive sa ng owner for further review sa ilahang building code, they will conduct a performance review. They will conduct soil exploration using ground penetration radars, and they will also install an accelegraph or seismic instrumentation for the building. Para at least during the time kung na-ay movement, this seismic instrument will generate a graphical data which is comparable to be compared to the design graph which we call the response spectrum. Now, when we see about the cause of the vibration, as I have said, many external factors, not just the earthquake.
You mentioned limits sa meeting, you recommended na they put a ledge or unit construction.
Yeah, I told them because normally if your building is near a heavy traffic area, in order to dissipate energy attributed from these moving loads, you put a deep trench along your perimeter. So this will dissipate the amount of force that will be transferred to the other direction. Just like this, if two tables will be beside each other, if you bang this one, that will also vibrate. But if I put a gap and bang this one, nothing will happen on that table. So muna say layman's terms sa yana. So mo to akong define kaniya na kani imong building dili na ingon sa linog ra kay when you bang this one, that will move, it vibrates, right? It swings. So ayaw na niyo na ang tanan linog ra ang reason sa movement. Ang importante is the structure. You don't see any major cracks. So especially sa mga major members which we call earthquake resistant members. So the building is safe.
Sir, maka-certain isa sa lifespan sa building ka na
Lifespan of the building has many factors, not only in design, but also on the construction. So that's why they are going also to do a performance review because it will be good to the building owners if they do performance review for every code that will be updated. Okay? Let's say you have a building 50 years before, don't expect that building would probably might pass if you compare it to the current code or may not pass. So that's why we call performance review is really needed for some buildings. That depends on the owners. Anyway, that's for the benefit of the owner itself.
Was there any financials considered if the building owner will not apply the new updated code?
No, because you know the building, in fairness, those buildings were designed prior to the current code. What will you do? It doesn't mean that if there's a new code, you have to demolish your building just to build it. No, because almost every 5 years, there's an update of the code. So, the important thing is, if they want to know if the building is still capable to carry the loads or the requirements based on the new code, then they do a performance audit.
Mayor, with this incident, kung sinita po sa Davao, kung saka safe ang atuang mga building when it comes to structural integrity, what you order to check?
Yeah, that's precisely the reason why we call the OGO. And of course, with the consultant on structural engineering to really find out if, especially with that incident that happened in Gorodo. No, in Gorodo also, there was this construction, the construction of an 18-story that collapsed with this adjacent construction of another 20-story, triggered movement of the soil.
Yeah.
And for that reason, as pointed out earlier by consultant, that there has to be also a test in the soil.
Yeah, with regards to excavation of embankments, like same as the one that happened in Gorodo.
Gorodo.
So normally, when you conduct deep excavation, you need to provide a slope protected measure. Now, this slope protection measure is based on calculations, design calculation. But in order to justify if the calculation is correct, you have to also conduct a test, especially what we call it as a pull-out test for these anchors that will be embedded to the soil, just to hold the soil in order that it will not collapse. So they're doing that now. The one that happened, and they're doing that now, and they're also doing some additional measures to make it safe.
With our OO now, we have become very strict already in the issuances
Yes.
of building. Although we have to be business friendly, ease of doing business, but at the same time, it does not sacrifice the safety and welfare of our people in the city. So the structural integrity of each and every construction is very, very religiously looked into by our OOs of the building official. The structural integrity of our. That's why there's a thorough checking, and as I've said, when this report from Timonda that there was a shaking, we immediately sent our disaster good judge, the Honorable Executive Judge Macaonda Sanji Rizal, made our notice to move the sway. Also, these workers, the building, we immediately sent our disaster. Mayor, I had to issue a directive to abandon the building, not until after we shall have checked on what was the cause of the sway. So it is always better to be preventive rather than reactive, very precautionary rather than reactionary. So that this happened on Thursday, which was supposed to be a half day, and the shaking took place at about 10 this morning. We ordered abandonment judge about that time. So there was only less than 2 hours because at 12 it was a half-day holiday. And then with the agreement, we called the OPO. We went there together with the structural engineers of the building on one hand, and the structural engineers of the city government on the other, and started to work even during the holidays, and to set down, compare notes at 9 o'clock this morning to come up with whatever is the conclusion, the consensus. If we will continue with the suspension or allow the resumption now. So after a meeting, about 1 hour, the good judge already called Timonda to resume hearings and allow people to report based on the certification that it is safe, as also agreed by the building official and consultant, city government, engineering. Okay, yeah. Si Judge Colette Huacan. Excuse me, okay. I know he's busy. He has so many hearings. Thank you very much.